Hi guys, I'm going to teach you how to do a Google Drawing map. You will be expected to make a map on Google Drawing several times this year and even in 7th grade. So I just want to teach you how to do that with our first digital map of the year, which is Mesopotamia. So important things to point out. There are two boxes that have instructions of what to do and what to label. So check them out. They're in order. I'm going to start with number 1 over here to the left. Also, where you're going to find information on what to put on your map, you're looking at this yellow box here, textbook pages 56, 133, and 147. So I have my purple 6th grade textbook in front of me, and I have it open to 133 because I think that's the easiest place to start. So number 1, I have to label the Syrian desert. If you're also looking at the textbook, in the map on the textbook on page 133, you would see that the Syrian desert is somewhere in this area right here. So how am I going to label that? Well, I'm going to use a text box. So up at the top, there is a menu. There's a little T in a box that stands for text box. I'm going to click on that, and then I get a plus sign cursor that tells me I'm ready to create this text box. So I'm going to hold down on my touchpad. I'm going to roll it over so that this rectangle is getting big or getting small. I'm going to make it this size for now, but you can always change the rectangle as you go. I'm going to type in Syrian desert. And then all of a sudden, Syrian desert is labeled right there. I'm actually looking at the textbook and I'm a little too far to the right. So how I'm going to move it to the left is I'm going to grab the box and just basically scroll or move it over. So first you have to make sure that that blue box is selected. Hold down on your touchpad where your mouse is and then bring it over to the left, and there it is. Okay, so number 2, Arabian desert. I'm looking at my textbook and I see the Arabian desert is south of the Syrian desert, so it's somewhere here. Go to that T for text box, click on that, hold down, drag it over, and then I'm going to type in Arabian desert. When I let go, it stays right there. Okay, I'm going to skip Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, Black Sea, because I think by now you understand how to make a text box label. What's really difficult is the stuff where it says please draw or color. So I'm going to show you how to do the boundaries of Mesopotamia. You're going to be using a curved line function. That's number 11. So how you do that is you go up here where you found the T for text box. Over to the left, there's a line. There's a little arrow. I'm going to select curve. When I get curve line, I see the plus cursor. So Mesopotamia is a fertile crescent. So it's that crescent shape, almost like a frowny face, like an upside down U. So looking at my textbook, it starts somewhere over here. I'm going to click to start my line. And then you see there's this blue line that's moving when I move my cursor. So I'm going to click it somewhere here. I'm going to try to follow the outline of this landform. So I'm clicking to keep the line where I want it. So I'm going to click again somewhere up here. I'm going to click down over here. It kind of goes whoop, that way. And then it's going to end over by this water. So now I have to curve it back over so that this shape connects itself to make that curve. All right, oops, it goes above the Syrian desert. So I'm just clicking, moving my curve line, and all of a sudden, boom, it's connected. Once your line is connected, it creates this like light blue color that tells you you can choose what color you want that shape to be that you just created. According to my instructions for number 11, boundaries of Mesopotamia, Fertile Crescent, is going to be in light green. So how I change that color from this light blue to a light green is I go up to the paint bucket, and I'm going to choose to fill it in a light green. And then I'm going to click my arrow, so I'm not trying to draw lines anymore. And boom, there it is. All right, so you're going to continue to label these using a text box, label 12 and 13 in coloring. I'll show you how to draw the rivers like the Tigris River and the Euphrates River because that could also be tricky as well. So I'm going to go back to my line. I don't want to curve anymore. I actually want to scribble this time. So I'm going to select scribble. looking at my textbook, I know that Mesopotamia is between two rivers. So I know the rivers are going to be somewhere going through this green area. The Tigris River starts somewhere over here up north, and then it kind of curves down south. And the Euphrates River starts somewhere up there too, and it curves more to the left down south. So I'm going to do the Tigris first. Start somewhere over here, and I'm just going to hold down my finger or maybe my thumb on the touchscreen, and I'm just going to kind of scribble the Tigris River. So I'm kind of eyeballing this, looking at the textbook. It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. It's just going to be the right area, and I'm fine with that. So it's light blue because it means I have some options. I'm going to change the Tigris River to a dark blue. So I'm going to go up to my line color, choose a dark blue, and maybe I want my river to be kind of wider than that. I'm going to go to line weight, maybe to like a 4 point, and then you can really see that that is the river. So I'm going to label my Tigris River using a text box. We all know how to do this by now. Let me spell this correctly, Tigris River. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to draw my other river, the Euphrates River. I'm going to choose scribble. I'm going to start somewhere up here by the Tigris River. I'm kind of eyeballing it. It kind of connects right there. Okay, so it's light blue. I want it to stay light blue, but I'm going to choose maybe more vibrant color and go probably to like 4 point to make it thick. Okay, then I want to label that that is the Euphrates River. So if I want to angle this text box, I have the option to do that by clicking this top circle and then rotating it so it kind of fits or aligns with the river. So I'm going to do that with Tigris River over here, which is kind of trippy. But now you can see which river is which is pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you guys how to make the area of Babylon and Jerusalem using a black dot. So to get a black dot, you actually go to shape up here next to the text box. I'm going to choose a circle. And Jerusalem is down here by the end of Mesopotamia, but it's still inside the Fertile Crescent. You can make this circle super huge. Like, let's make it huge at first just for fun. I'm going to fill it in black. And then to make this circle smaller, I'm just going to grab the corner of it